Hello and welcome, and today I wanted to do something spooky in May. See, I joined an SMP where if you died, you became a ghost, allowing you to haunt players, mobs, and more. With such a concept, I knew exactly what I was going to do joining this SMP, and I knew exactly who I was going to do it to. See, this is Squishy, and we were in a 100-player UHC event hosted by Yoko, but in separate teams, and their team placed higher than ours, and that made me angry. Seeing that they were also in this SMP, I knew I had to get revenge in the best way possible, and what better way to do it than with a trap using one of the most deadly, illegal mobs, the Warden. I present to you MiLEZ's Warden Mansion. So if I was going to make a trap, I wanted to do it right. Something on such a large scale that it would be better than all the traps prior and those preceding it. And such a large trap needs a large location. And what a better place than a woodland mansion. Oddly enough, my team got lucky to find one not far from spawn, so we got straight to work. We needed a lot of materials to make sure this trap went well. The list included 19 pounds of obsidian, a dash of nether materials, a handful of souls, a pinch of slime, and wardens. Tons and tons of wardens. See, thanks to some mods, this SMP was in 1.19, which means we not only got the deep dark, but we got wardens as well. What was perfect about these wardens though was that not only did they spawn from skulk shriekers, but they also spawn naturally. So I gave myself a challenge. I wanted to capture a wild warden. Not the best idea, but I was going to do it anyways. And what made it an awful idea was the ghost mechanic. See, when you die, you become a ghost, and you're not able to be revived unless if someone revives you. And the only way for someone to do that is by using this crafting recipe, and whenever you craft a soul, you lose part of your health for 15 to 45 minutes. And don't be like me and be greedy. I found out the hard way what happens when you make way too many at once. But regardless, this was a team project by design, so we got Planky back and a new team member, Pencat. So we got to work on the mansion, beginning with the villager setup and then going on some mining adventures to find some shriekers, which was exactly what we needed. And thanks to those mine shafts, we got all the other skulk materials as well. And then we found a deep dark. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this is where I draw the line. So I knew this was the best place to capture a warden. The only problem was, there were so many of them. Like, I don't know why. They were just everywhere. And then the shriekers didn't make it any better. They just kept on spawning. There were just wardens after wardens. But we got a name tag. And thanks to chat, we decided on a name. The Big Scary. I went down to the deep dark, named a warden the Big Scary, sacrificed a diamond and accidentally myself to the Big Scary, and then decided maybe it would be best to deal with him later after we got everything else. So that's exactly what we did. I found this lava lake at Bedrock, so I just got as much obsidian as I could, and then went to the Nether to steal from the fortress and also get myself a wither skeleton skull. We still needed slime for the pistons, so we went on a 2-hour journey to find a swamp. And when we finally did, it was kind of small, so it took about 4 days in order to get enough slime. On my way back home though, I literally found the largest swamp I have ever seen in Minecraft. I could have just gone there, but how was I supposed to know? And throughout this whole process, we were making a ton of souls. So you might be wondering, like, why am I getting all this stuff? And the thing is, you're about to find out, because here's the plan. To start, they enter through the foyer, which I then proceed to immediately block the entrance with obsidian. Now mind you, the entire room itself is going to be made of obsidian, just to give them the idea that there is no escape. If they wanted to break through the ceiling, obsidian. If they wanted to break through the walls, obsidian. There was just obsidian everywhere. There was no chance of escape. But if I gave them enough time, they would easily break out, so I have to have something to distract them. Well, the thing is that there's a fountain in the middle of the room, and by flipping a lever, all of the lights will shut off and spawn in the first of many Wardens. And the shock of that Warden is going to give them the idea, I need to get out of here, so they're going to turn around and see that the entrance has been sealed off. Now they could try to mine the wall, but the instant they do that, it's going to set off the Warden. So their best bet is to move on and hope for an exit, which will then lead them to the first room. Now see, the darkness effect is very harsh, but I'm going to use it to my advantage. Because all of the lights will be off in the first room, the first thing that'll catch their eye is the light of the room right next to it. Going inside, they'll notice that there's a chest right there at the end of the room. And once they see what's inside, the entrance closes behind them as I jump down from the ceiling to attack. Now I'm not going to have any armor because I want them to kill me. I'm going to have this vanishing axe, and when they do kill me, I'm going to drop nothing. And the reason for this is that I need to be a ghost for room 2. Now as they go down the other hallways, there's going to be another room on the side. And in that room is the grave of the past owner, which I just thought it'd be a funny, stupid idea. And when they enter the room, it will immediately set off a shrieker, which gives me my cue to rise from the grave as a ghost, as yet another Warden spawns. From there, they'll run away, and hopefully that first Warden isn't right there. But they'll move on to the third room, which isn't a room at all, it's just a single door. So I took a page from Luigi's Mansion on this one. So they open the door, but there isn't anything there at all. Instead, it sets off yet another Warden. So they do more running, more Wardens, you get the gist. And then, at the end of the hallway, there's a single door, an oak door to be specific, so they could see the outside. And as they run down the hallway, I flip a lever that opens all the carpet underneath them, dropping them to an entirely new area of the mansion, and putting them face to face with the Big Scary. As they obviously run away, they'll go down a hallway filled with shriekers, spawning even more Wardens to back up the Big Scary. But not for too long though, because there is lava parkour in order to make sure that the Wardens don't follow them to the end. And the reason why is that they finally get to talk to me. Now, I know they're gonna be very, very angry after everything I just put them through. But, you know, I'll be nice. I'll say, like, if they enjoyed their roommates and such. And then I will say that it is time to pay up on the big funny, as I flip a lever, blowing up the entire room, which then will drop us onto an obsidian platform where I finally get revenge for the UHC game. Now sure, they didn't kill me in the game, but we're gonna fight to the death anyways. But yeah, that's the whole plan. Might be a little convoluted, but it'll get the job done. Now that you know the plan, you could tell that we pretty much had everything that we needed. Except for one thing. The Big Scary. So I first started with digging a staircase that went directly from the deep dark to the mansion. We then entered the deep dark, and threw snowballs at the first Warden we could find. Oddly enough though, that Warden just so happened to be the Big Scary.
Is it, what just happened right there? Is that what's this? What's that?
Go over here. Damn fool. Wait! No way! It's the Big Scary! What the hell? Long time no see, my guy. Dude, it is your time to shine, my dude. Start walking here. Yes. What the f- A 1-block hole. You've got to be kidding me. Oh shit. Well, we got the Big Scary out. Only problem is all my stuff is there. That is no good. Why did he go so fast? This is bad. So we went back in, got our items back, and after very carefully taking the Warden out from the cave, we ran into a major problem. I outran him. I am a god. These guys can't do shit.
Into the water. Jump into the water. Jump water.
Ooh, yeah, you can't do shit. Oh. I think I broke him.
Oh no.
The Warden's AI literally just shut off entirely the instant it touched the water. It basically became one of those balls from Pong as it bounced from wall to wall, completely ignoring everything that I was trying to do, except for sometimes when it felt like getting out of the water just to kill me and then go directly back into the water. I'm not even kidding when I tell you that it took 4 hours to capture the Big Scary. That is how uncooperative and aggressive this dude was. But in the end, I still got him, and sealed him away in that mansion for all of eternity. From there I wrote the deal, along with its details, and the mansion was complete. Everything was ready for Squishy's demise. Also, you might be wondering, where did my teammates go? You have no clue. Everything that went down before this mansion. So much! It could be its own video. To sum it all up for you, on the day where everything went down, we actually plan on having the trap done in about 2.5 days from that day. Thing is though, everything went downhill thanks to one person. And if you watched my worst SMP in Minecraft history video, you would know exactly who I'm talking about. Well, he leaked the coordinates to not only our base, but the mansion as well. Luckily though, somebody warned us beforehand that this is what he was doing, but by that point it was already too late. When I was asleep, people came to our base, and Planky was the only one online, so they told him that either we give him our base, or they're gonna kill him if he doesn't comply. As an answer, Planky put 2 of our Shriekers on the ground and made Wardens spawn on our- As an answer, Planky put a Shrieker down and had Warden spawn on our base. And from there they started spamming him with messages like, Planky, you're ruining our video, we were trying to steal your base for content. And by that point it's like, what the hell are you guys doing? But given that you might know the owner from the last video, how do you think he reacted to it? Do you think that he, A, never heard of the situation and just didn't care? B, banned the people that were going for us? Or C, banned Planky? See, if you saw that video, the answer would be very obvious. He banned Planky. Even though our attackers broke multiple rules in the process of going after us, he went for Planky because he ruined their content. With the front that he combat logged, even though they killed him multiple times already, so don't know where that came from. And it really sucked too, because Planky customized a Warden skin to look like his for this mansion. Like in hindsight, he should have been the one jumping down from the ceiling, but now really nothing can happen on that. But hey, what's new with this guy? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I should probably not be in any more of your SMPs. Fun fact for context. The only reason why I joined this SMP was because of the mansion idea, and I've had this since the Warden was announced. Squishy is just collateral, and I was really bummed to find out that it was being run by the same guy of the last SMP. So when all that news came to my attention, I knew I needed to finish this mansion immediately. And Pencat wasn't online. I then messaged Squishy explaining the situation, and they said they'd be on in 7 hours. That was my deadline. The thing is though, I couldn't be revived by anyone. Luckily, before everything went down, I came up with the idea for an invention that allows you to revive yourself, and thanks to Planky, it was able to be finalized. So regardless of what the owner tried to do, I could still revive myself anyways, and given what you saw with the Warden, I needed that machine a lot. So literally most of what you saw right now was within that 7 hours. And here's the thing too, Planky was banned with all of the slime, so I had to go back to the swamp to do it again. The setup for this trap was going wrong in every single way, but regardless of everything, it was finished. And now, after everything that happened, Squishy is gonna die. But first, a word from our sponsor. Me. So who wants a slice? Cake time. Cake is really messed up. And before we finish, you mind doing me a little favor? You see the button right here? Hit that for me, please. Thank you. I'll also be holding the first ever fan art face-off, where if you make fan art of this episode and send it to me on my Twitter, you have the chance to win $50. Good luck. Now let's get back to the mansion. So after everything that you just heard, all the planning, the setup, everything, this trap could not go wrong, right? No, it went horrible. It went horribly wrong. So you know the start. They seal the deal, I seal them in the house, I flip the lever, the lights shut off, the first Warden spawns, you know, right? Yeah, they signed it, but the Warden didn't spawn. And this is why you script videos, kids. I'm joking. But the thing is that they didn't know it was a trap. So it was just a decoration to them. So they moved on to the next room before I was even able to get there, which mind you, that's the room where I'm supposed to jump down from the ceiling, and I'm not there to do the jumping down of the ceiling. So I'm panicking and I'm trying to rush to the second floor. So I throw my ender pearl as fast as I could, not even seeing that beyond all odds, a zombie was right there at the windowsill, ready to two-shot me. So now I'm dead, and the trap is going nowhere as planned. We had to skip the second room because 1, I wasn't there to come out of the ground as a ghost, And 2, the warden just didn't feel like spawning there either. And what made it even better was that I set off one of my own traps because the Luigi's Mansion door's radius was so big that I spawned in another warden on accident. So now I had to kill the warden who was going after me before they got there. And luckily, out of all of the traps that didn't want to work, the carpet trap worked. Oh, I'm just in the walls, don't worry about it. Just keep on going.
Oh, what? Oh! What?
So, that's the big scary. What do you think about him?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy took 2 hours to trap, but you could have fun with him.
He's a... Oh! Ooh! He wasn't moving. He wasn't moving. And I thought he's stuck there. And then... Oh my god.
Yeah, the AI for these guys are a little funny. Here, you could have this.
That's... Why?
Okay. Okay. I have one more soul on me. Oh, this... Yeah. This dude is so angry. What the... I guess he is the big scary after all. Yeah, what was supposed to happen with this trap was you were gonna run through the hallway as I was throwing snowballs to make the warden like move in different directions and stuff. But given that the big scary attacked you instantly, that was not... Did you see how fast he moved?
No, he was literally in the thing. I thought, okay, the air's glitched. I'm gonna carry on. I turned around, he's right there.
Yeah, this one is extremely aggressive. Like,
why?
I'm not kidding when it took 2 hours to trap this guy. There was also supposed to be, although I think they're still going off. There's like screechers in the floor, so even more wardens were supposed to be spawning, but I guess they just didn't choose to, for some reason.
I would have run down the hallway.
All right.
Into parkour. There's so much effort went into this.
Well, it was just that was to get rid of the wardens. But yeah, I would have been in the room here, and then basically I would have asked if you liked your roommates, because you know, just all the wardens that were everywhere. And then basically I was gonna say, okay, now it's time for the funny. And then excuse me, what? Oh, there we go. All right, funny time. Oh yeah, I forgot we were supposed to eat the gapples, but
oh my god, I died. Yeah. All the stuff.
And then
I'm never logged on the server again. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be logging on anymore either. But yeah, this trap was a total failure. You have got to be kidding me. I work on this trap for a week and a half. Not even all the TNT went off. I literally put them next to each other. How did this happen? At least there's an opening to the outside. That is what I wanted. And this it actually looks kind of nice. Yeah, and it's like I've never done cobweb PvP before, but I was gonna try it out and like do that. And you ruined this. Don't you sniff? This was your fault. The big scary. I can't even say that seriously. Wait, what happens if I... Oh, that is terrifying. I should have used that. I could... Oh, if I gave all of them invis... I wish I knew that earlier. That looks so cool. Okay, well... That was a flop. Lava time. Imagine that chasing after you. I will improve this trap one day, and it will be better. 10 times better. This was only a week and a half's worth of work. Actually, less than that, because it was like... I didn't even know exactly what I was doing until like maybe a few days ago. But, imagine what I can do with a month's worth. Well then, I guess this is it. We've done a lot on this server in just a week and a half. But it is time for it to end. I couldn't even stand at the end of a cliff. You've got to be kidding me. This is just not my day. I should probably go to sleep, to be honest. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not my day. I am so done. I can't do anything right now. Also, why am I doing this? I never... or almost never do the, you know, hey everybody, we're playing Minecraft today. Also, this entire time I was under the impression that Squishy's team did better than ours, but I looked over the footage again and we actually lasted longer. So, yeah, I did all this for nothing. Alright, I was trying to get the nice time lapse, you ruined it.